What's up, YouTube family? It's your boy, King A. Welcome back to my channel. So, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the scalping strategy that you guys can use to grow your account. So, you definitely don't want to miss this, and you definitely should watch this video up until the end so you guys will learn and understand how to use the scalping strategy to grow your account. So if this is your first time on my channel, all I ask is that you like this video, smash the subscribe button, and turn on the bell notification so you guys don't miss any of my future videos. Now without further ado, let's roll out the intro and I'll see you guys inside. Strategy, we're going to be looking at CAD JPY, and we're going to be looking at this on the 15-minute time frame. But before I really get into this strategy today, I want you guys to know that if you guys want access to my signals on Telegram, you guys can see it down below. The link is going to be down below in the description. So if you want access, you guys can just click on the link down below in the description. Now, for this strategy that we're going to be looking at today, that I'm going to be showing you guys today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using just two indicators. So what I want you guys to do is once you get onto your charts, so I want you guys to go here to indicators, and then I want you guys to search moving average exponential. That's the first indicator we're going to be using for this strategy. So once you find it, make sure it's moving average exponential. Just make sure you also add it as one of your favorites. So we just click on moving average exponential, and then we go here to settings, and then we go to input. So you only need to focus on changing the length. So we're going to change the length to 200, and then you click on OK. Now once we're done, we go back to settings, and then so we can change the style if we want to. So I'll just use this black right here, and then I'll change the thickness to the second one. Then once you're done, you click on OK. Now the final indicator we're going to be using for this strategy is I want you guys to search for Williams Alligator. So once you find Williams Alligator, make sure you add it as one of your favorites as well, and then you click on it, and then we exit, and then you also have to go back to settings. Then we click on settings, and for the style you can leave everything as it is. You can leave the jaw as it is, the teeth and the lips. You can leave the colors as they are, but we're going to change the thickness. We just change the thickness to the second one, change everything to the second one, and then once you're done, you click on OK. Now looking at this pair CAD JPY, remember we're going to be using this on the 15-minute time frame. Now there are some confirmations that we need to look out for before we actually get in this trade. So now what we need to make sure is that we need to make sure that price is above the 200 EMA. So we need to make sure that we have price above the 200 EMA, because that signifies that now price is in an uptrend for this buy entry. Now another thing we need to make sure of, that we need to make sure that price is also above the alligator. So we need to make sure price is also above the alligator, which is these three lines, and we need to make sure that it's actually wide open. So once we have those confirmations, now we still have to wait for our final confirmation, which is we need to make sure that we can see, because over here we can see that we have a resistance right here to the left hand side. So we see that we have a resistance right there to the left hand side. So what we need to wait for before we actually get in this trade is that I'm going to put this in replay mode, and I'm going to show you guys where your entry would actually be for this strategy. So let's put this in replay mode, and I'll just start from right over here, and I'll show you guys where your entry would actually be for this strategy. Now, looking at this now, we can clearly see that we had a break above resistance right here, but we're not getting in because we're waiting for a retest. Now over here we can see that we have a retest back to the resistance zone. Now what do? Now we're going to get in right over here at this bullish engulfing candle right over here. Now for our target, now to look for our target, all we have to do is that we just look to the left hand side and we can figure out where our target is going to be, because I want you guys to remember and understand that when it comes to Forex, all we're doing is we're trading from zones to zones. So over here to the left hand side, I can see that I can easily target this zone over here, right over here, based on what I'm looking at to the left hand side. That's going to be my take profit 1. I also see that I can target this zone over here, and this is going to be my take profit 2. And I can also see that I can easily target this zone here, and this is going to be my take profit 3 if I want to. So now I'm going to put this in replay mode, and we're going to take a look and see how this buy trade played out. Now let's see. Now we can see that we got our take profit smash right there, and for our stop loss, we can just have our stop loss right below this zone right over here. We can have that stop loss right over there. We can have it for 30 pips right over there, right below our resistance zone for 30 pips, and we're going to have our target right over here. And as we can see, we got our take profit target for 82 pips and our stop loss for 30 pips. So this is how you use this strategy for a buy. Now I'm going to show you guys one more example, and right here I'm going to show you guys a sell example. So let's actually look for a sell example. So we can use this sell example right over here. Now what we're looking for this sell example is that we need to make sure that price is below the 200 EMA. So price has to be below the 200 EMA, and we need to make sure that price is also below the alligator. So now once we have those confirmation, before we get into a sell trade, we need to look for our zone. And if we take a look right here, we can actually see that over here we have over here, let's take a look right over here. Actually, you guys know what, we're going to use this right over here. So we're going to use this zone because this was where the trade actually started. So right over here we can see that price is below the 200 EMA right over here, and we need to make sure that price is also below the alligator, and we need to make sure that it's actually wide open. That way we know that, okay, now the market is actually now trending and we in a downtrend. So now before we get in this trade, what else can we see? Because we need to look for our zones. No, in this case we need to look for our support zone, and over here we can see that we actually have a zone here. We had a support zone right over there, and we had a support zone right over here as well. You can see that we have a support zone right over here as well. So now once we have that zone, now I'm going to put this in replay mode, and I'll show you guys where your entry is actually going to be. So now let's put this in replay mode, and let's see where our entry is going to be for this trade. Now let's take a look. So our entry right over here, looking at this, we would have had our entry as price is going, we would have had our entry right over here at this candle right over here. This is where our entry would have been. We would have had our entry right over here. Now our stop loss would be right above this right above our previous support zone right here for 25 pips. Now where are we going to target? Now all we got to do is we just got to look to the left hand side for our zones. Now looking at this on the left hand side, we could easily target this zone over here to the left hand side. We could easily target this zone over here to the left hand side, and we could also target this zone right here. Looking at this on the left hand side, we can target this zone here, and all we got to do is we just got to draw it all the way to where price is currently at. And now let's take a look and see how this trade actually played out. Let's take a look. Take a look right there. Got our TP1 smashed, and now we also got our take profit smashed right there. And if we drag this all the way here, we have our take profit smash for 77 pips, stop loss 25 pips, risk to reward 3.3. So guys, this is how you guys use this strategy for a sell and for a buy. So if you find value in this video, all I ask is that you like this video, smash the subscribe button, and turn on the bell notification so you guys won't miss any of my future videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.